Hello, hi. Welcome to our Kubernetes series. Today we will be discussing on deployment. We'll be seeing what exactly the problem without deployment and what is deployment and what problems does the deployment solves. We'll be seeing the hierarchy of architecture of a deployment, replica set, underlying pods, how the hierarchy overall looks like, and key features like rolling update was the key feature for maintaining the zero downtime, and rollback is the one for instant recovery, and scaling update is the one for scaling the application with the deployment, and why exactly deployment is go-to resource. So we'll be seeing key important points about the deployment and a quick recap or overview out of our discussion. Now let us quickly enter into and have a discussion. First thing, deployment is basically for managing the application in Kubernetes. So there is a concept of rolling update, rollbacks, and high availability. Okay, so this is the high picture how the deployment was. Deployment, it manages the lifecycle and updates. Then it creates a replica set and it will ensure the desired pod count is always maintained, and underlying pods are managed and maintained by the replica set. Okay, we'll be deep diving, no worries. First thing, let us understand the problem without a deployment. Let's say the pod should be managed automatically. We need to create, we need to update, we need to delete one by one, and there might be a chances of error prone and a slow process also. And also without deployment, the replica set cannot do any automatic updates. So it only maintains the count. Okay, so that means changing the app image, you are you need to do on your own. Okay, with the help of deployment we can achieve that also. Okay, without deployment, if we have only replica set, that will ensures only desired count, underlying image and everything is taken care if there is a deployment only. Especially the downtime during the updates, it will stop the old pods and then start the new ones. That means whoever using the old application, until the new application is up and running, obviously they will face some errors, right? So there will be a challenge with downtime during the updates, and also no easy rollback. So if the pod version is deployed, and obviously reversing it is a complex and risky option. Okay, so this rollback future also easily we cannot do that. Okay, and the solution for this was the deployment handles all these things, like updates, rollbacks, scaling, all automated. So without a deployment, let's say we want to update v1 to v2 version of your application. So we need to stop the old pod, which is we need a expected downtime, and we need to manually start the new pods, and no rollback if the new version 2 was failed. Okay, it is a risky process, and this is the how picture looks like for without a deployment. Let's say if you have a deployment, then there will be a rolling update where zero downtime is required, and one command is enough to update the application, and there is a possibility of instant rollback anytime. Like there is a option, not a possibility, it is a option. Okay, we have that. So this is what exactly we done in the deployment. Now let us understand what is deployment. Okay, so it is a high level Kubernetes object, so it sits above the replica set. That means it wraps the replica set in the hierarchy, and it the recommended way to run the app was by using the deployment. And it manages the replica set and pods also. That means it creates as well as controls the replica set, which in tune manage the pods, and it used to deploy and update the apps. That means we can change the image version. Deployment handles the transition very safely, and the final thing was it maintains the desired state. So always keeps your application at the right version with the right number of replicas. Why? Because under the hood replica set is there. In practice, each and every production application in Kubernetes uses the deployment. So it is the standard and recognized approach followed by many of the organizations. Now, this is the underhood or a high-level diagrammatic representation how exactly the deployment controls everything. We have a deployment that manages the rolling updates, rollback, scale, and it creates and manages the replica set. So replica set is responsible for maintaining the desired count. This is the high-level picture of deployment. Now let us understand the architecture. Okay, so here first we have a deployment. This is the deployment. In that we have a replica set. This is the replica set, and in that we have a pods. In this layer 3 was pods. Layer 1 was top level deployment controller layer, and layer 2 was maintenance maintains the replication count. That means replica set was layer 2, and layer 3 was pods which running your application. Okay, so deployment basically handles the rolling updates, rollback, scales, everything, and replica set is primarily responsible for replication. Okay, replica set or replicas actual versus desired management. Okay, and underlying there is a pods. Okay, so this is how exactly the deployment manages your the update strategy, rollback, hierarchy, and scaling. It creates the replica set, which is a layer 2. It ensures the correct number of pods always runs, and then it manages the pods, underlying pods. That means it runs the actual application containers. So here the old replica sets are kept, and it enables the instant rollback on any previous version if the version 2 or new version is facing any error. Now let us understand key features like rolling updates, zero downtime. Okay, um, I mean, we will understand the rolling update, how the what we can say in the next rollback and auto scaling works. First thing was rolling update. So rolling update obviously ensures zero downtime. Okay, this is the one of the key feature. So it updates your application without stopping it. So users keep using the application while the deployment is going to happen the new version. Okay, new application of this, I mean new version of the same application, and the old pods which was replaced gracefully and gradually, sorry, and here Kubernetes will creates a new pod and waits for it to be ready and then removes the old one. So this is the how exactly it looks like. Okay, in the step one, it will, as of now we have the application with version 1 in 3 pods. In step 2 what it does was one new pod was added and two old pods was up and running. Okay, only one was replaced, and in the third step two new ones and old one. That means the two second pod also is replaced. Now in the fourth step all version 2 update was completed, all the three pods with version 1 now up and running with v2, and zero downtime throughout this process. Why? Because let's say in the second step v2 also serves the traffic and v1 also serves this traffic. In the third also v2 also serves, v1 also serves. In the fourth v1 only, v2 only serves. Okay, why? Because we now were required v2. Okay, v1, and here it also ensures continuous availability guaranteed. That means at any point all the pods down always some should be running. Okay, and it will ensure to like that particular guarantee for availability. There should be a fully controlled update. That means it will configure max surge and max unavailability for fine grained controls. So this is the example for what we can say rolling update, kubectl set image deployment, and uh, whatever the image we need. Okay, and we are applying this particular deployment. Okay, so deployment is the one who handles this rolling update gracefully. Now let us understand the rollback. First thing was it will ensures instant recovery. Okay, rollback means, so it is like a safety net, we can say. So it reverts to the previous application version instantly. So one command is enough that will sends you back to the working state, and also the application state is stable. I mean application stays in a stable manner. Let's say if the version 2 has some bugs and users are never stuck, here version 1 will comes back immediately, and the deployment hierarchy is kept. Deployment history, sorry, yeah, here Kubernetes will stores the old replica sets, so you can roll back to any previous version. That is the great feature in this, and critical for production systems, especially bad releases might happen. Rollback is the your safety net for each and every time. Okay, so this is the what we can say a rollback strategy implementation command, kubectl rollout undo, and whatever the deployment or your pod is there, so that will undoes your previous version. I mean it will go back to your previous version. Okay, and previous activates the replica set with version 1. Okay, and this is the history for seeing the history, the kubectl rollout history, and your deployment for your what we can say pod. Okay, and here not a pod, it is a deployment. Okay, and here's the overview what exactly we have discussed. Rollback flow looks like, let's say if the version 2 was deployed and found some bugs, here we are going to apply a kubectl rollout undo command, and the deployment will access the replica set of v1, here rolling back to the v1 version, and average time for rollback time was less than 30 seconds. So there is no much downtime also required, within 30 seconds only it will happen. Now let us understand scaling applications with deployments. So here, scale up instantly. That means by using the deployments we can scale up instantly. So that means it increases the replicas. Deployment updates its replica set, which creates a new pod, and also it scale downs also to save the resources. So it reduce the replicas, and access pods are gracefully terminated whenever there is no traffic. Response to traffic changes also. So scale out during the peak hours and scale in over the night, like when there is no or less traffic. Works with horizontal pod autoscale. So horizontal pod autoscaler automatically adjusts the replicas based upon the metrics usage, CPU, memory metrics. And here is the scaling up command, kubectl scale replica set is 6, and whatever your deployment is there that you are specifying. Okay. And here is the diagrammatic representation. Let's say if you wanted to scale up from 3 to 6, you need to apply this command. Then it will automatically increase 3 pods to 6 pods. Okay, and based upon your requirement. And for the scale down also, like you just need to change the replication count to 2. Okay, let's say if 6 was running, you just need to replace 2. Then 4 pods are gracefully terminated, and the resources are saved. That is how exactly the rolling update, rollback, and scaling works with deployment. Now, let's see why exactly deployment is go-to resource or key important points about the deployment. First thing was it simplifies the app management. So one YAML file to describe the entire state of your application lifecycle, and it is safe for updates at any time. We can have a rolling update is the default one with maintains a zero downtime deployments out of the box. And also instant rollback capability is provided by the deployments. So every update is reversible to the previous version, and we can also ship faster knowing you can always recover to the previous version. And high availability built-in feature. That means via the replica set, your application will always runs with the desired number of healthy pods. Always is it will mention desired is equal to the actual. And this is also one of the industry standard for production use cases. Every like a serious Kubernetes application uses the deployments. It's the recommended way for deploying the application. Okay, it maintains the rolling update, rollback, auto scaling, self-healing via the replicas, and this is the production standard like used by many of the organizations like Google, Netflix, Spotify, and virtually every company running the Kubernetes in the production environment. And a quick recap what we just discussed: a deployment, replica set, pod. In the previous video, we have seen a what we can say replica set is the team manager. Okay, now here a deployment is a project manager. Okay, where it plans the roadmap and handles the version upgrades, decisions, how changes roll out. Okay, and here under that project manager is the deployment. Under that the replica set is there. Deployment is the wrapper of replica set. Under the deployment, the replica set is there. Replica set is the team leader. Like it will ensure the team always has the right headcount and replaces if any who is on leave or if excess, then also it will gracefully terminate them. And the pods, actual workers. So do the actual work and run your application and serve your servers. What key things we have discussed in this video was deployment. About the deployment, it manages the replica set and pods underlying code. Okay, and it always ensures zero downtime while update. Okay, we can say rolling update, and one command for rollback, gracefully it roll back to the previous version, and high horizontal scale like auto scaling, and I mean scaling of application. And this is the production standard used by many of the companies. And one important point was deployment use your app's lifecycle manager. So it will deploys, update it, scale it, roll it back, all in one place. That is the power of deployment. In the upcoming video, we will be seeing about stateful set. And I hope so you found some useful information out of this particular video. And stay tuned for more videos. See you in upcoming video. All the best for your learning.